車は大阪府を抜け奈良県に入りました。車窓をご覧いただくと左手に唐門寺が広がっています。また右手には手前に定山が、奥に葛城山が見えてまいります。Symphony bound for Yoshino. The next stop is Asuka. Station number F42.
すごい。
銀行のカードですね。そこ仲介所なんですよ。たらまだずーっとまっすぐ上がっていって、はい、同じ道ずっと上がっていっていただいて、セブンイレブンがあるんで、そこ右曲がってもらって。5分はいかがでしたか？
今からその中入ります。
ということで。
머리가 머리가
오.
3000銀黄金800両をもって急増し立てまつる最古のご尊像なり。
I don't belong in the desert. I've never longed for someone's hand. But when you came straight from nowhere, 1 minute I was over that. We saw the world from the same perspective. Though I was there to breathe again, and I went straight for what you wanted. Through the desert there and back again. Whenever you need my guidance, whenever I can hold you still, then all we know is when we get there. Through anything and back again. And if you knew the way you get me, whatever we were born to do, then all we know is when we get there. The desert won't be anything. I don't have plans for the future, but now I know that you'll be there. The only one thing that matters, I'll go anywhere and back again. Right in between, middle of nowhere, it's like the